Alrighty then folks, welcome back to Sim UK Honest Review. Today we are taking a dive into NASCAR 25. This is the first NASCAR series of game to be developed in conjunction with iRacing, and I'll be straight with you, it surprised me in both good and some incredibly frustrating ways. NASCAR 25 comes with a huge statement stamped right on the tin. iRacing. They have joined forces to produce the world's absolute best NASCAR series of all time. And that's a hell of a promise. And in many ways, they're closer than people think. But there's one really big issue. One that hit me before I'd even left the garage. The game simply did not detect my pedals. Now listen, they're not some no-name Amazon specials. They're perfectly respectable mid-tier gear that iRacing picks up and reads instantly. But NASCAR 25? No, not even a flicker. There's a bit of a hack that you can apply that worked on previous NASCAR versions. I didn't want to try that out. I think if iRacing are involved and iRacing can read my pedals, NASCAR 25 certainly should be able to as well. So I ended up driving with my paddle shifters as the throttle and the brake, which means I'm 100% on or 100% off. And I thought, well, this is just going to be a wall-hitting disaster. But here's the twist. NASCAR 25 isn't a full sim yet. It's more like a sim-cade version of iRacing. It's far more forgiving, far more predictable, and far more get in and go. And honestly, even with hand-only controls, I actually raced better than I expected. Winning a couple of races and damn near winning a few others as well. But for some heavy-handed, full-on dive in, no matter what decision making on my behalf.
Outside door.
Let's start with the good stuff, because there is quite a lot of good here. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact that my pedals weren't recognised, I would be giving this a big fat thumbs up. First off, performance. The thing runs beautifully at 4K. I really liked how the game looked, especially at night. It looks great, it feels great, and it's pretty smooth, so it's like butter all the way round. The pace of the gameplay is also spot on. You jump in, you race. There's minimum fluff, minimal delay, just racing. And when it comes to when it comes to NASCAR racing, that's what I want. So the handling, yes, I would say that the physics are better. Force feedback is a little bit lighter than I was expecting, but the cornering, weight transfer and car behaviour does feel pretty decent. You can kind of catch a spin before it gets too bad. And the AI, well, sometimes it could be a right handful, in a good way. There's a few four-wide moments, some aggressive moves, some drafting battles, and yes, they can mess up and wipe out too, which I absolutely love. It's a good way of trying to make racing feel alive, although sometimes they do tend to just do it on purpose, or so it looks. Drafting off the wall, there's a great feeling there. There's a bit of force feedback that tells you when you're getting that suck. And it's great. And also bump drafting, I tried that. That appears to be working okay. Surprisingly well, in fact. But I must say, catching spins feels a little bit easy. The ones I didn't catch, I felt like I could have if I just reacted a bit quicker. It's good overall. Career mode has some clever touches. The damage repair choices and the system that encourages safer, smarter racing is all good, and something that's going to teach me to stop going for every gap I see. And the AI-driven spotter voice support, which is cool because they use the actual spotter voices from NASCAR, but it's got its quirks. We'll get to that in a second. So far, it's a really good foundation. It's not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing it. Okay, it's time to talk about the stuff that holds this game back, because honestly, there's a bit. Head tracking, none. VR, nope. And for a racing title in 2025, that's not really cutting the mustard. Graphics and audio, they're nowhere near Assetto Corsa standards. Now, some people disagree with me, but whatever. I think the visuals feel dated, to be honest. But not bad. It's not terrible, but could be better. Equally, the audio lacks a bit of punch, bit of clarity, bit of aggression. All the things that NASCAR needs, it's kind of missing from this game. Again, I refer to Assetto Corsa, especially Competizione. It just sounds gorgeous in there, and it does not sound like that in the NASCAR. Then we have the technical issues. The game's crashed on me a couple of times. I've had some random mid-game crashes for no reason whatsoever. and controller support. Now it's abysmal. My pedals were not detected, and the menus are locked to console style navigation, and there's no mouse support. This is an iRacing backed NASCAR game. iRacing reads my pedals. This game should read my pedals. I am really quite annoyed about that. The replay camera is, I think someone completely forgot that they were supposed to be doing it. I have no idea what's going on there at all. Half the time it's just staring at the grandstand. You can hear the cars on the other side of the track, but it hasn't changed. But yeah, they could do a lot more with the replay cameras, 100%. But they could put more cameras in altogether. It's just a very small number of camera options. Tyre wear exists in the game. I question how realistic it is, but I want to spend a bit more time with it before I'm 100% sure. Damage modelling, again, I think it needs refinement. It's not a sim. This is still a simcade. And the restarts feel scripted. You lose places whether you like it or not. You can't take control of the car. You can't drive into the pits when it's a pit option. I want all that gone. I want to be able to drive the whole thing. And the spotter as well. As good as they are as AI voiceovers and whatnot, sometimes I found they were a bit behind real-time events. They were calling things out that had already happened or weren't actually happening. But I mean, it's difficult to pinpoint that when you're doing 150 to a corner. But yeah, I think it was a bit off, to be fair. And look, I can't stress this enough. Hardware input detection must be fixed. You can't bring iRacing in and then just ignore completely one of the basic foundations that made iRacing as popular as it is. The fact that it can pick up and work with pretty much any controller. So my recommendations, what needs improving? Controller detection, that needs to be done immediately. I'm not going to enjoy this game. I don't have the fidelity of the throttle and the brake. I just have full on or full off at the moment. And although I still raced and enjoyed it and had a good time, you know, I'm very aware that I'm not enjoying the full experience. It needs to be detected in the game, and it should be detected. I think they could push the physics further. I'd like to see it be more realistic. They're decent, but they need more weight, more feedback, more connection. There is something there, but it's just not quite, it doesn't feel quite on the money. And I think they could do more with the audio as well in that regard. There's a good foundation here, but I think more upgrades, more garage interaction, deeper car repair details would elevate the career mode massively. So my final thoughts? iRacing teaming up for this project should have resulted in it being the greatest NASCAR experience ever made, and arguably it's not far off. It's quite close. The racing is fun, the performance is solid, there are flashes of brilliance here, but then the pedal detection issue smacked me right in the face and really put me off. And once you see the cracks in the presentation, the missing features, the technical hiccups, you realise that the game isn't quite firing on all cylinders yet. I did enjoy NASCAR 25, even with my paddle shifter throttle and brake combination, but I cannot give it a fully positive score until they sort the input detection system out. I want the physics sharpened, and I want the overall package just polished a little bit more. There's more realism that could come out of this game. What a shame. It could have been a 9, maybe even a 10, but I'm going to give this 7 out of 10. Right now, it just isn't quite there yet for me, but on the same note, I do recommend that you consider picking this game up if you like NASCAR. It's probably the best of the series so far, and hopefully with iRacing on the ball, they will continue to improve things. Don't want to say it won't happen. I'm hoping, I'm staying positive. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay real, stay honest. I'll see you next one. Take care.
We don't play games, we simulate reality with UK reviews as your ultimate clarity. Best as goes, guiding you through each page in this digital jungle. We ignite the stage. From smartphones to gadgets, we scope it all out. Nothing but honesty, there's no need to doubt. The ultimate realism is what we bring forth. With every word written, we deliver true worth. You wanna know what's hot, you wanna know what's cool. Sim UK's the place, making you the informed fool. No sugarcoating here, just genuine delight. With every review, we shine a bright light. come along now. Let's take a ride through the world of Sim UK with nothing to hide. Fact-based reviews will help you see clear with honesty as our compass. We got nothing to fear. We build those connections, foster that trust, turning confusion and doubt into a diamond crust. When you're seeking advice, look no further, my friend. Sim UK's at your service with reviews that won't bend. In a world filled with fakes, we stand our ground with every observation. The truth can be found. Game changes and learning, we play it for real. Discovering the nuances, that's how we deal. We don't play games, we simulate reality with Sim UK reviews as your ultimate clarity. Best as those guiding you through each page. In this digital jungle, we ignite the stage. So join the revolution, step up your game with Sim UK reviews. You'll know no shame, finding your way in this vast sea of tricks. We're all about facts, not gimmicks or kicks. For every question you have, for every thought that you seek, Sim UK's got the answers. It's the honest critique. So here's to the reviews that keep it all true. In this playful acoustic world, we're reaching for you. Ultimate realism with a dash of delight. Sim UK reviews, they'll light up your night. With laughter and honesty, we'll sing out loud. Here at Sim UK, we stand tall and proud.